Hello, tea friends. This is Barb Gully from Barb's Tea Service, and we are back with our podcast courtesy On TV Studios. And I'm here, as always, with studio engineer, co-host, and arm candy, Chris Gully.
Here we are. I'm revved up.
Are you?
Yes.
Excellent.
All
Okay. Love the energy.
Okay.
Okay. So we're back from another short break.
Yes. We're allowed.
We're allowed. So we took a little mini vacay last week,
Right.
and we were Niagara-on-the-Lake,
Yes.
Niagara, and Buffalo, New York.
Yes.
And it was a very cultured trip.
It was, as we are wont to do.
Right. And
sort of.
Well, right.
Yeah.
So we did art, history, theater, and a bit of hat shopping.
Yes. All right. Oh,
Yeah.
shall I display my chapeau?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Hang on. Look at this bad boy.
Oh, you rock that.
So we were asked to for the event we're going to be attending next week. We're asked to was it kind of a 50s martini vibe
Cocktail party.
Yes. Yeah, there you go.
50s, 60s cocktail
so
party.
this was purchased in Niagara-on-the-Lake at a little hat shop,
Right.
and there you go.
It looks great.
Well, thank you.
I love it.
I
And
think I do rock it.
you do. You
All right.
do.
All right.
And I had to try and come to your level today
Yeah.
as a fashionista. I'm wearing my dress,
Yes.
Detroit Lions
Yep.
jersey,
Uh-huh.
and some pearls. So
Well, there you go.
I can't compete, but
I don't think they had that in the 50s though.
No. I'm wearing something totally
Okay.
different.
All right.
So
Very good. Okay.
very
Fair enough.
nicely.
All right.
Okay. So we also this week,
Yes.
no rest for the weary.
No.
We had a fun podcasting event.
We did.
Yes. And we're going to talk a little bit about that today.
Yep.
In addition to another presidential site
Yes.
that we stopped at.
Uh-huh.
Wow, we're up to 12.
The list goes on.
It does. And then I was the beneficiary of a very special teacup collection,
Yes.
which I'm hoping we'll have time to talk about today as well.
Right.
So we've got so much going on, and I don't want you to get too comfortable in your studio chair
Okay.
because we've got that special occasion next week.
Oh boy. Okay.
We'll be on the road
We will.
again.
All right.
Okay. So much to talk about, and this is what we're hoping to cover today.
Very good.
Fortum and Mason, 300 years of history and great tea for special occasions,
Yep.
or just for us.
Yes.
The Teddy Roosevelt inaugural site,
Which was so interesting.
so interesting. The Toastmasters podcast event,
Yes.
and a very special teacup collection.
Nice.
But
All right.
first, tea.
Here we go. Oops. Let's hit the wrong. There we go.
All right.
If you hit the wrong mouse, nothing happens. Here
I
we
thought
go.
we might get applause.
No,
but-
no.
Okay, let's take a taste.
Okay, that is very good.
Isn't that good?
That is very good.
This is Fortum and Mason's breakfast blend.
Yes.
And
Yeah. So it's. If you don't want to do coffee,
right.
this is what you would do, and kind of reminds me when we would travel in Ireland and England, Scotland. They would often serve this, and it was good.
Oh, it's delicious and it's hearty.
Mhm.
And we've talked about breakfast teas here before.
Right.
And they usually have a base of Assam.
Right.
Because that's quite a hearty
Mm-hmm.
tea leaf.
Right.
And this one does come from premium.
Yes.
They are premium Assam leaves from a farm in India.
Right.
Tea farm.
Right.
And I chose this for a couple of reasons.
Okay.
And first, it's a breakfast blend. We're in the studio in the
Right.
morning.
Yeah.
Seems
Gotta have
appropriate,
it.
right?
Gotta have it. Yep.
And then we also purchased some recently at our local Fortum and Mason supplier,
Right.
Williams Sonoma.
Yes.
We got some wedding tea
All right. Ooh. I
for
wonder
that.
why.
for that special event.
Okay.
Okay, but I also, before we get to Fortum and Mason and the history and all that great
Right.
stuff, just a
Mhm.
couple things. I want to show the teacup I'm using today.
Okay. Show that bad boy. Look at that.
Says-
That's a beaut.
It says 50
Yes.
on it. This is something that we could have used a few weeks ago when we were
Yes.
celebrating our 50th podcast.
Yes.
But we're keeping it around because we still celebrate that, right?
We celebrate it every day.
And then this is what
Yep.
the Fortum and Mason tins look like.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Okay, so I was reminded of Fortum and Mason recently with a Facebook memory that showed up
Yes.
from 2011.
That's going back a bit.
Isn't it? It was my first time at Fortum and Mason, and this is I've mentioned this before, that I joined Rachel in London in 2011,
Right.
a week before her study abroad started at Regent's College.
A little send off in person.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. I was more than happy
Yeah.
to go. And so this week before, she was there for almost 2 months.
Right.
But before this week, it was filled with history. We
Right.
went to Jane Austen House. We
Yep.
went to Kensington Palace. And then we did a whirlwind of afternoon teas.
Yes.
And as I look back on this,
Yes.
in retrospect,
Uh-huh.
that itinerary I planned,
Yeah.
is that the dream of every 21-year-old college student?
Not every 21-year-old college student, but maybe some. Who knows?
Maybe some.
Yeah.
But Rachel was very gracious. She's a good sport. We had a lot of fun.
Right.
And then she had almost 2 months to do her
We don't want to know.
age-appropriate things.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So I first fell in love with Fortnum and Mason when Rachel and I visited the first time. This big department store, they have this beautiful
Right.
food boutique and a big section for teas.
Right.
And then we went and had tea. They have a couple of places where you can have tea, and I poured from one of the silver teapots.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Smitten from the get-go.
That's how it's done.
It is. So I did I have kind of the strong connection with Fortnum and Mason.
Yes.
So I thought I'd share a little bit of the history and my personal history.
Great.
Okay?
Right.
So they've been in business now for over 300 years.
Okay. They've been around.
They have been around.
Right.
And it was a bit of a bit of serendipity.
Ooh.
We
okay.
like to say
All right.
TEA
Yeah.
here at Barb's Tea Service. But there was a meeting of Hugh Mason,
Right.
who was a small proprietor. He was a proprietor of a modest grocery store
Right.
in London.
Right.
And he met up with William Fortnum,
Okay.
who was a footman at
Yeah.
the court of Queen Anne.
Yeah. It turned out he was a footman on the make.
He was. He wasn't just a footman.
Yeah.
This guy had a side hustle.
Yes.
So one of his jobs
Yes.
was to, at the end of the evening, take all the candlesticks that have burned.
Yes.
Fine.
The spent candlesticks.
Right. He picked them all up.
Yeah.
He'd remelt them,
Yeah.
make new candles, and sell them to the ladies at the court.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
It is. So when Fortnum became, he was looking for a place to stay,
Right.
and Mason had rooms to let.
Right.
So it wasn't long,
Yeah.
though, after Fortnum was staying with Mason that they decided they were going to combine forces
Right.
because Mason saw that this guy was clever
Mm-hmm.
and he was well connected.
Yep.
And in 1707, they founded the iconic London department store, Fortnum and Mason.
It's great.
Or did what?
No, that's it.
Not Sears and Roebuck.
No,
That's here.
yeah,
Okay.
right.
So then here's kind of a more recent tidbit.
Right.
It wasn't even a year after Rachel and I had been there.
Right.
Fortnum and Mason was selected as the venue for a landmark royal outing.
Okay.
This was Queen Elizabeth II,
Okay.
Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall,
Yep.
and Kate.
Checking all the boxes.
Yes, she was she was Duchess of Cambridge.
Right.
And they hosted an intimate tea for 150 guests.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like we do.
All right, that's our intimate. That's what we call an intimate
Right.
gathering as well.
Yeah.
But this marked their first joint public appearance.
Right.
Wow.
All right.
And I just happened to wonder,
Yes.
were they inspired by our visit and my blog story?
Maybe. Who knows?
That's
we'll have to check into that.
yeah, that's kind of a mystery. Anyway, we've gone to Fortnum and Mason several times since then.
Right.
And in fact, I did a recent blog, my most recent blog story from yesterday.
Right.
I kind of went back and through our journey, Fortum and Mason journey. And we were there in 2015 with Matt and Rachel.
Right.
And I have a picture in there with Matt and Jenna doing this full tea
Matt
experience.
and Rachel.
Who did I say?
Jenna.
Oh, Jenna, sorry. Yeah, I'm letting that special event slip
Slip,
out.
yeah, okay.
Okay. So we were there with Matt and Rachel
Yeah.
in 2015. And one of the things they have in this tea section are these open lid glass teapots.
Right.
And they're filled with the tea blends.
Right.
So you can look at them.
Yep.
And you can
Get the aroma.
take a big whiff.
Yeah.
So it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And so you'll see that in the blog, as well as that clip I mentioned that turned up to be a Facebook memory.
Nice. Okay.
43-second video.
Yes.
And this is, I had asked Rachel during that week to occasionally take up a quick video of me.
Yeah, because you shy away from that.
I know. And by the time we got to this one, she was doing pretty good.
Yeah.
She'd gotten over some of the, like, oh no, embarrassment, maybe still some of it.
Yeah.
And she wasn't laughing so much. So this is a little bit more steady, although it is definitely 2001.
Yeah.
iPhone.
2011.
Fact checker, thank you. 2011.
Yeah.
And so it's that technology.
Right,
so
right,
it's a
right.
little fuzzy. It's not the greatest. But anyway.
Very good.
So from Chris, moving on from London to New York.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We were there last week.
Uh-huh.
And as I mentioned, we were on a mini vacation. We went with Rick and Carol,
Right.
our friends. And shall we say anything went?
Wow. Okay. You went there. Or you goed there.
Oh, I goes there.
Yeah. All right.
So we were staying in Niagara-on-the-Lake, and we went to a play at
Right.
the Shaw Festival,
Right.
which was
Anything goes.
Anything Goes. How long did those tunes stay in your head?
Well, there's this phrase called the American Songbook, and it's basically kind of a collection of tunes that it's rock and roll, it's Cole Porter, they're folk songs that are uniquely and distinctly American, and that's Cole Porter's definitely in that category. And when this musical play is unfolding, it's like you've heard these things.
Yeah.
And the fun thing about the Shaw Festival is it was a live orchestra, and there's nothing like it. When you're watching that sort of thing, and then the actors were like great,
Right.
and you had these. I'm always just fascinated by kind of tiny women with huge voices.
Oh, could they belt that
They
out?
can, yeah,
Impressive.
yeah, and the tap dancing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And continual.
Yeah,
I mean, energy.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
we were just straining to walk up those steps.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
All right.
Not really, but it was a really
Yeah.
wonderful production.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah.
And like you said, those things they're
Yeah.
in the back of your head, and they just,
Yeah.
we're just singing that.
You've heard them forever,
Right.
and oh, here's the story behind it.
Right. So great story, very clever.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to do a little spoiler.
Yep.
But in fairness,
It's been around for a while, so
it's almost 100 years
yeah,
old.
yeah.
But there was this plot line where it takes place mostly on a cruise ship.
Right.
And the cruise line, they want to bring in celebrities
Yep.
to cater to their affluent
Right.
guests.
Right. That
or
was the
clientele.
draw.
Right.
And so their celebrities kind of dropped out. Now
Right.
that was the precipitating crisis
Yes.
of the play.
Exactly. And so they came up short, but through this series of mistaken identities, which is another little
Yeah.
undercurrent,
Right.
they find out, or they think they have public enemy number one
Yes.
on board.
Right.
This becomes their new celebrity.
Right.
And everybody's excited. All
Yes.
the guests are really thrilled. And I thought, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Nothing's really
Nothing
changed.
No.
No, where we kind of confuse being famous
Yeah.
with a celebrity, like you've accomplished something.
Right. Exactly.
And we've mentioned the Gabors before, haven't we?
Oh. Well, wait a minute. Now there was Green Acres.
Well,
That's not nothing.
you're right.
And how many? I forget the number. 21 marriages or some outrageous number. So that's
Right.
an accomplishment.
Right.
So.
Well, in some respects, I guess it is.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, highly recommend
Yes.
going there. It was really fun. It was our second time there
Right.
at the Shaw Festival.
Right.
Love it. Okay. So, from patrons of the art, we were up in Niagara on the Lake,
Yep.
came back through Niagara, took
Mhm.
some time there, and then we went to Buffalo, New York.
Yes.
And here we saw the Teddy Roosevelt, well, it's Theodore Roosevelt inaugural site.
Right.
And this is the spot where Teddy Roosevelt took oath of office after McKinley had died.
Right.
And the story, some of you are familiar with it, but McKinley and Roosevelt were both in Buffalo.
Right.
And after a little political beatings and that,
Right.
Roosevelt went back to the Adirondacks and had a family vacation.
Right.
McKinley made a speech at this exposition.
Right.
And he was shot.
Right. And wounded.
And he was taken to the hospital. They worked on him.
They did 19th century surgery on him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And right. And seemed like he was rallying.
Right,
He was
right.
doing okay.
Yeah.
But then the wound became infected. Roosevelt was summoned to come back
Right.
because things weren't looking too good.
Right.
Once he gets back to Buffalo, McKinley had died,
Right.
and it was suggested that he take the oath of office
Right.
ASAP.
Right.
And this was at the Ansley Wilcox house.
Right.
So Wilcox was a prominent lawyer and a friend of Teddy Roosevelt.
Right.
And Roosevelt had just recently stayed there.
Right.
So very familiar with this. And this is where Teddy Roosevelt became the 26th president of the United States.
Right.
How about that?
That's it was an amazing little museum. You know.
It was.
Yeah.
It's very cool. A lot of things going on
Right.
now. And I will say, before I talk more about the site, is that Roosevelt, we talk a lot about Gilded Age.
Right.
He's coming in. He's
Right.
just
Yep.
the
He's the progressive.
he's the progressive era.
Right.
So this is marked by trust busting
Right.
and consumer protection laws.
Right.
And he also expanded the national park system.
Right.
And fittingly,
Yeah.
this inaugural site is part of the national park system. Yes.
Yes.
And it was open when we were there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got to see the library where
Right.
he took the oath of office. We also saw the dining room,
Right.
toured the house. It was really
Right.
something. Then we went upstairs
Right.
to meet Hollow Ted.
Yes, we did.
And this is a hologram, life-size hologram
Right.
of Teddy Roosevelt.
It was Teddy in a box.
Yes, it was Teddy in the box. And what we learned later was that they had taken a reenactor of
Right.
Teddy Roosevelt,
Right.
this actor. They brought him to Los Angeles. They filmed him for an hour.
Right.
And then a
Yeah.
layer of AI.
Right. Uh-huh.
So they've got this life-size Teddy Roosevelt
Right.
at this site, and you can ask questions.
Yes.
The audience can ask questions.
Right.
Or guests. And Carol asked Teddy Roosevelt what he considered his greatest presidential achievement
Yes.
was.
Yeah.
And he listed the ones that I just mentioned
Right. Mm-hmm.
and more.
Yeah. Right.
And a few more.
And a few more, and he went on. Yeah.
Yes. And as our docent said, smiling,
Yeah.
he said he is a politician after all.
Yeah. Although he did glitch.
Oh, like Max Headroom?
Yeah, he did. It was very much that Max Headroom, in the middle of one of his answers. So it's oh wait, this isn't the real Teddy.
Well, and I should mention too that this is a very new
Yeah.
exhibit.
Right.
I think
Within a month or
within
so.
a month.
Yeah, right.
So
Yeah.
pretty incredible.
Right.
But yeah, be prepared for a little
Yeah, a little extra.
extra.
Yeah.
So that wasn't the only interactive exhibit though.
Right. Uh-huh.
So when we went back downstairs,
Mhm.
they have a room that is a replica of the presidential office at the White House when Roosevelt
Right.
went there.
Pre-Oval Office.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's more of a rectangular shape.
Right. Uh-huh.
And so what you get to do is sit behind the desk
Right.
like your president,
Uh-huh.
and then you can have your picture taken. They also will supply you with a newspaper
Right.
with your picture on it and a headline.
Right.
So I was President Gully.
Yes.
And, my undergraduate degree is political science.
Right.
So they gave us a choice of causes to support.
Yes.
And I thought it was really appropriate for
Yeah.
me to take a stand on the pressing issue of naming the family hamster.
Wow. That was great.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And not terribly controversial, but
No.
nonetheless, that's what we did. Okay.
And you didn't glitch.
I didn't. I didn't.
All right.
Okay. So from passing law
Yep.
to podcast panel.
All right.
All right.
Here we go.
So this week, we
Yep.
were right back in
Yep.
the swing of things, and we were part of a podcasters panel
Uh-huh.
for an event held by the Confident Communicators
Right.
Toastmasters.
Right.
And this is a longtime passion of our friends Rick and Carol.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it's a Washington chapter.
Right.
And they held this event on Wednesday
Right.
at the Shelby Gardens.
Yes.
Beautiful banquet.
And I should mention, a lot of the equipment was provided by Lake Orion TV.
Yes. These folks are
Yeah.
amazing. So, yes, they were very
Yeah.
generous and gracious to allow us
Yeah.
to have that.
Right.
So we went there. We were part of a panel with two other podcasters.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And Ferris did international
Right.
business entrepreneurs.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And Lisa works with the Rochester business
Right.
community.
Right.
So we got there early, kind of set up some of the equipment, as
Right.
you mentioned,
Right.
provided by both Derlings and
Yeah.
On TV Studios.
Right.
And then once the guests got to come in, they were treated before the panel show to some wonderful fall refreshments.
Yes.
Cider,
Yeah.
donuts,
Yeah.
and some delicious home-baked scones.
Yep.
And then we started right at 8:15.
Yep.
And this was a hybrid meeting. So
Right.
there were folks who were at Shelby Gardens.
Right.
And then there were some that
We're on Zoom.
Zoom.
Yeah.
And they were from around the country.
And international.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
even had a few international
Yeah.
guests. So we all have different
Right.
markets that we go to, but
Right.
we had kind of a common
Right.
goal for making a podcast work.
Yeah.
And we saw that we had this consistency,
Right.
authenticity,
Right.
and audience engagement.
Yes.
But we said above all,
Yeah. Just get going
have fun.
and have fun.
And have fun,
Yeah.
right. So we had to confess, although it is out there, so
Yeah.
if people
Right.
want to see it.
Right.
Our first podcast was a little stiff and awkward.
Right.
And maybe we're still there.
Who
you know?
knows? Yeah. Right.
So,
Yeah.
but we did, I think, what you were saying here.
Right.
It's one of the hardest things is just doing it.
Yeah, and I think what we shared was some of the, first of all, you just have fun,
Right.
and then be consistent. Try to get something out on a regular basis. And
Right.
I think we try that
Right.
in our case, and try to be as engaging as you can. And if nothing else, you and I like this. But no one else likes this, not our problem, right?
Every Friday morning,
Yeah.
we're out to
Right.
have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
Fair enough. And so we want to thank the Toastmasters group
Right.
and Shelby Gardens, our fellow podcasters.
It was very well done.
It was very well done. And we wish luck to all those
Yep.
who are looking to do a podcast. Okay.
Great. All right.
And then finally, we have some time.
Yep.
We can talk about this special teacup collection.
All right. Here we go.
So this is really just kind of heartwarming for me. This was we mentioned it at our last podcast that September was very busy for BTS.
Right.
And we had 3 tea events.
Uh-huh.
And our last one was at Birmingham Next,
Right.
their over 55
Right.
community center.
Right.
And we were doing tea around the world, tea customs around the world.
Right.
And I met a very special guest, Carolyn S.
Right.
And after the program, she came up and she asked me if I would have any use for these teacups that she had. She has a lovely
Right.
teacup collection,
Uh-huh.
fine English bone china.
Right.
And she was looking to give it to somebody who could really use
Right.
it.
Right.
And she showed me one picture and I swiped right,
Yep.
as those dating apps do.
Right.
And I'm told.
Yeah.
And so she said that this was something that she had in her collection. She's moving. She
Right.
wants to downsize. She doesn't
Right.
use them anymore. But this was something her grandmother and her mother were from Canada.
Right. Right.
So when they would go and visit, they would go to these different stores and collect these teacups.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so I said, Carolyn, they will go to a good home. I will love them.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And she said, that's good. That's what I was looking for. So we met up with her, and she had this big box all wrapped up, and I could not wait to get home and unwrap this.
Yes.
It was like Christmas morning.
Yes.
And the collection is stunning. And so one of them includes this beautiful teacup that I showed earlier, the 50th. There's florals, there's unique patterns.
Yeah, they're kind of works of art.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
I know, they really are. So, and they've got names that those who collect china will know.
Yeah.
Royal Albert, Royal Grafton, Coldcloth. We had just it's very they're
you got some nice stuff.
I really did. So I want to thank Carolyn. They are loved, and it's inspiring me to do a tea party.
Yes.
So I can show some of those off.
Very good.
Okay. So how we doing?
You got about 3.5 minutes.
Oh, okay. So I do want to remind everybody that all the things we talked about today are blog stories.
Yes.
And we'll put those in the comment section.
Right.
So our China teacup collection, you'll be able to see some of those.
Right.
Our trip to the Teddy Roosevelt Museum.
Right.
And I want to mention something about that Teddy Roosevelt inaugural site. So we were there on October 1st.
Right.
Coincidentally, 7 years before, to the day.
Wow.
We were in Canton, Ohio, with my brother Ed and sister-in-law Sandy.
Right.
We were doing a little fall vacay there, and we went to the McKinley Museum and Library.
Right, and the monument.
Going up all those stairs.
Yep.
Yes. So that was, it was just interesting that it just happened to be 7 years to the day.
Is it really?
So anyway, I never did a full-on blog story about that, but it's inspired me to do that as well.
Very good.
So that we'll include that. We'll also have what were the other things that we talked about?
Fortum and Mason.
Fortum and Mason.
And
the podcast event.
The podcast event,
all of those are in we'll have those in the comment section, as well as our 2012 blog story about our first visit to Fortum and Mason.
Nice.
And that royal connection.
Yes.
All right.
Very good.
So.
All right.
I think.
Yes.
I hear that sound.
Okay.
All right. So I want to thank all who are listening and viewing. I want to thank On TV for their continued support and the use of their equipment this week. Wonderful people here.
Very good.
And as always, I want to thank that fashion-forward co-host arm candy of mine, Chris Gully.
Hat wearing, too.
I think, did I mention that you're fashion-forward?
Fashion-forward with a hat.
With a hat.
You can be fashion-forward for other things.
Yes. Without a hat.
Yeah. All right. Maybe not. I don't know.
But it adds emphasis. You are styling. Okay. Right. You're not arm candy for nothing.
Well, that's true.
All right. And as always, we welcome feedback, suggestions, and I'd like to say, as we do at BPS, please stay tuned.
Very good.